Welcome to our Mock Interview Pro series, where today we're diving into the world of hydraulic systems. If you're preparing for a hydraulic technician interview, you're in the right place. We'll guide you through some common questions so you can walk into your interview with confidence. Let's kick things off with our first question. Can you walk us through a time when you faced a challenging hydraulic system failure and how you resolved it? The goal of this question is to gauge your problem-solving skills and how you handle complex technical challenges. Here are some tips to keep in mind as you prepare your answer. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Focus on a specific system failure you've encountered. Clearly explain your diagnostic process. Highlight any teamwork or collaboration involved. Conclude with the positive outcome of your repair. Let me share an example of how you might structure your answer.
In my previous job, we encountered a situation where a hydraulic press was losing pressure. My task was to diagnose the issue. I used a pressure gauge to check levels and discovered a leak in a pipe joint. After repairing the joint, the press worked effectively again, boosting productivity by 30%.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for hydraulic technician. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell us about a time when you successfully worked with a team to complete a hydraulic project on schedule. This question is designed to assess your teamwork and communication skills, especially in collaborative environments. Consider these tips as you think about your response. Choose a specific project you contributed to. Highlight your role and responsibilities in the team. Focus on teamwork and communication aspects. Mention any challenges faced and how you overcame them. Conclude with the positive outcome and the lessons learned. Here's an example to illustrate how you can approach this question.
In my last job, we had a project to repair a hydraulic press. I was responsible for ensuring all team members were informed about the timeline and installation steps. We faced a challenge when a key part was delayed, but I organized regular updates with the supplier and adjusted the team's schedule, allowing us to finish the project on time.
Describe a situation where you identified a safety hazard in a hydraulic system and what actions you took to address it. This question aims to evaluate your attention to safety and your ability to act quickly to prevent accidents. Here are some pointers to help you structure your answer. Think of a specific incident related to hydraulic systems. Explain how you identified the hazard clearly and quickly. Describe the actions you took to mitigate the hazard. Emphasize the importance of safety and teamwork in the solution. Conclude with the positive outcome and any lessons learned. Let's look at a sample answer to guide you.
In my previous job, I noticed a hydraulic line that was fraying near a moving component. I immediately stopped the operation, informed my supervisor, and secured the area. We replaced the hose and updated our maintenance checklist to include regular inspections. This resulted in a safer working environment and eliminated downtime due to hydraulic failures.
Imagine you're called to fix a hydraulic system that suddenly failed during production. How would you approach this situation? This question is designed to assess your ability to handle high-pressure situations and your immediate troubleshooting skills. Let's go over some strategies to effectively answer this question. Assess the immediate situation and ensure safety first. Identify the cause of the failure by checking system components. Communicate with team members to understand the impact on production. Implement a temporary fix if possible to minimize downtime. Document the failure and your solution for future reference. Here's a way you could frame your response.
First, I would ensure that everyone is safe and assess the area for hazards. Then, I would check the hydraulic fluid levels and inspect for leaks or blockages. I'd communicate with my team about the issue and its impact, and if possible, implement a temporary solution while preparing for a more permanent fix. Finally, I would document the issue and my response for future reference.
You've discovered a hydraulic component needs replacement, which could delay the project. How would you communicate this to the client? This question tests your communication skills and how you handle client expectations, especially when facing potential delays. Consider these guidelines as you prepare your response. Be honest and transparent about the issue. Explain the reason for the delay clearly. Offer a new timeline for completion. Discuss potential impacts on the project. Assure the client you are prioritizing quality and safety. Here's a polished example of how you might communicate this situation.
I would immediately inform the client about the need for the replacement component, explaining that it is essential for safety and project integrity. I would provide a new expected completion date and discuss any impacts this may have on the overall project timeline, assuring them that the quality of our work is my top priority.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.